In Lesson 10.2, we're going to graph linear equations, but we're only going to do part of it. So first off, let's fill in this vocabulary. So a graph of an equation is all of the points. Remember, points are x and y, connected that make the equation true. And when they make the equation true, we call them solutions. So it's going to ask you, is something a solution to an equation? Okay, and an equation is a linear equation when the points connect to make a straight line. Oops. Line, linear. It has the word line right in it. So that's all linear means. It makes a line. I don't like how that looks. That's better. Okay, so now we're only going to do part of this. So we are going to find solutions by making a table. Okay, so find 3 solutions of y equals x minus 5. We're going to give you x values to plug in. So in place of the x, I'm going to take these numbers. So first I'll put 5 in, so 5 minus 5 is 0. So write your solution as a point. The x goes first and then the y value. Next I'm going to plug in 6. 6 minus 5 is 1, so I write the solution as 6, 1. And next they want us to plug in 0. 0 minus 5 is negative 5, so that solution is 0, negative 5. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to graph these points on the grid below. Okay, so we're going to use our solutions to graph the line. So our 3 points, first one is 5, 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go 5 to the right, and don't go up or down any. So that's 5, 0. The next point was positive 6, positive 1. So I go 6 to the right, because that was, my x was 6, and oops, up 1. So 6, 1. And the last one we got was 0, negative 5. So I don't go right or left any. And then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down and put a dot. Okay? Now I'm just going to connect these best I can. And if you want to use a ruler or a straight edge, something like that. Okay, so there's my graph. Now they want me to test whether 3, negative 4 is a solution. So let's plot the points. 3, negative 4. So I'm going to change my color. So 3, negative 4, go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 down. So there is 3, negative 4. Did I land on the line? Since 3, negative 4 is not on the line, 3, negative 4 is not a solution. Now, you don't need to graph the line to be able to tell. Here's how you can do it. If your equation is y equals x minus 5, and they give you the point 3, negative 4, well, I know that 3 is my x, and negative 4 is my y. So I'm going to plug these numbers into the equation. So instead of y, I'm going to put negative 4, and instead of x, I'm going to put 3. And now I just do what I can. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Does negative 4 equal negative 2? No. This is false. So it is not a solution. Okay, so that's the easy way to answer that question without having to do all the graphing. And that's how I want you to do this. Okay, so you're going to answer this way. You're not going to graph the lines. So let's move on to the next part. We're actually going to skip the next example. because we're not going to ask you to graph lines. There's no need to do that. So you're going to skip that. Okay? So let's move on to the quick check. So for quick check number 1, let's scroll this way a little bit. For quick check number 1, you're going to find 3 solutions. So you're just going to make a table like we did. X, and then you're going to do -2, 0, and 2. Okay? They tell you which numbers to use. And you're going to do this 3 times. So first I'm going to do it with x plus 8. So I'll do -2 plus 8, get an answer. I'll do 0 plus 8, get an answer, and 2 plus 8, and get an answer. And write your answer as 3 points. So -2, and then what did you get as your answer? 0, what did you get? And 2, what did you get? So do that 2 more times. Okay, you're going to make 3 tables. 3 tables. And we're going to skip these. You're not going to do these. But now, number 2, tell whether 712 is a solution of this equation. So again, this is your x, this is your y. Just plug your numbers in here for x and y and say yes or no if it's true. And that's it. And we'll check your work in class.